buying a new Kindle means entering into a Faustian deal with Amazon that compromises my morality and taints my very soul. But I did get free next day delivery. Hello, welcome to The Book Thing. My name is Mark, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I am going to be unboxing and giving you my first impressions of my brand new Kindle Colorsoft. This is my old Kindle. It has been creaking at the edges for quite some time, and I have for quite some time realized that I needed to get an upgrade. And I thought long and hard about which e-reader I was going to get. And even though I really didn't want to put any more money into the pockets of Amazon, in the end, it came down to a couple of things. First up was convenience. One of the features that I use within Kindle the most is its ability to sync with the mobile app. Now, what that means is, as a husband and father, I find myself spending a lot of time standing around in shops or sitting in car parks waiting for my family to do stuff. And when that happens, if I haven't had the foresight to bring a book with me, I take out my phone, open up the Kindle app, and pick up where I last left off on the book I was lastly reading on my Kindle. And it may be a small thing, but it's something I use a lot and really didn't want to lose. The second is to do with Amazon's really shitty practice of locking down the digital rights management on the ebooks that you buy from Amazon to mean that you can't read them on other e-reader devices. Yes, there was a cut-off date when I could download the books that I had bought up until a certain point, but that was a wee while ago, and I've bought other books in the meantime. And if I went to another e-reader, I would have to either continue to read them on my phone or crappy old Kindle, or I would lose them completely. And I know the response is, yeah, that's how they sucker you into it, but they did. They suckered me into it, and I really don't want to have to buy books that I've already bought a second time. So, armed with the £100 voucher that I got when I won the Halloween competition at work for my pumpkin carving, the discount code I get for trading in my old Kindle device, and the Black Friday offer, I splurged and bought a brand new Kindle Colorsoft, which today I'm going to unbox, show you what comes in the box, switch it on for the first time, and give you my first impressions. So a bit of a different video today. Hope you enjoy it. Right, so even though only a matter of moments have passed for you, it's been a good 20 minutes of me trying to set this up so that I could show the table in front of me. Let me just assure you, the techie YouTube community has absolutely nothing to fear from me. Okay, let's get this open then. In here we have got two things. So I've got my new Colorsoft and I have got a cover for it as well. So, right, let's start with the device itself. So, let's see if we get into this. It seems to be a fairly low amount of plastic in the packaging, which is a good thing. Right, failing the idiot test straight away. Yeah, the techie unboxing community has absolutely nothing to fear from me. Right, let's get this thing opened then. Okay, device as we'd expect. Let's see what else we've got in here. So we've got some instructions, USB-C cable. Let's take a look at the device. Okay. So size-wise, let's see how it compares to my old Kindle. Well, it's slightly bigger, but it has a way bigger screen, as you can see. My old one is one of the first Kindle Paperwhites, so it has that bezel on the edge, whereas this is a nice display with no bezel on it. Right, let's fire it up and see what happens. Now, if I had any sense, I would have mounted the camera the other way around, but as it stands at the moment, I'm having to look at this upside down. Or maybe I could just flip it over while I'm editing it. Oh yeah, that makes way more sense. So, language selection to begin with. Region is UK. And I'll start doing its setup stuff. Now, this device in theory should be registered to me, so I don't know how much signing in and setting up I'm going to have to do, but we'll see in a second. Now, the reason I actually went for a Colorsoft over a normal Paperwhite is I do have a fairly big collection of digital comics, and I tend to read them on my tablet, but I don't really like reading them on my tablet. So I thought if I got for the Color e-ink version, it might be a quite nice way of doing it. All right, so it recognizes that I'm Mark. It has connected to my Wi-Fi credentials already. So I hit next. It's now downloading an update. So this is apparently going to take about 15 minutes. We'll talk amongst ourselves. While that's doing that, I'm going to unbox my cover. So I went for the green cover this time, and it is plant-based leather apparently. So let's have a look at this. I don't know how that, well, that's showing up in the video, but that's very, very green. Quite like it though. Right, so in here, got some things about how to install your Kindle. I think I can probably figure that out. And warranty and all of that sort of stuff as well. Let's take this, slot it in. It's quite nice. And again, for comparison, this is the size of my old one in this case. Weirdly, with the case on, it's a very similar size. I will say the new one seems quite a bit thinner. Don't know how well it shows up there, but the new one does feel quite a bit thinner. Honestly, I think I kind of prefer my old Kindle cover. This is kind of a bit more padded. It has a nice metal edge to the clasp here, and it feels nice and textured. Whereas this one feels not bad, just a little bit smoother and a little bit less refined. Right, do I want to make this Kindle child friendly? I'm gonna have to say no. I'm not currently a Kindle Unlimited user, but it's given me the option to take 3 months for free. Why not? I'll give that a go. Just remember to cancel my subscription in 3 months' time. Kindle Unlimited. Continue. And it's giving me details about the new Kindle experience. So, quick access to settings, yeah, that's the same. Home, library, and current reading, yeah, that's all the same. Scroll left and right, yeah, that's all the same. New scrolling experience. Navigate by tapping, dragging, or holding the trackpad of the scroll bar. Oh, that's new. And the rest of the menu's up there in the corner. Yeah, that's the same. So, it seems like it has brought through my library. The colour is not like you'd see on an actual tablet. It's much more muted, almost like the way colour used to be printed on newspapers, newsprint, back in sort of the 80s and 90s. Yes, I am that old. Let's go into the book I'm reading at the moment. Gives me a little tutorial about how to swipe the pages and things. Click OK on that. And I have to say, this is way faster and more responsive than my old one. My old one was creaking and I didn't think it was going to last much longer, hence me picking up this one. I'm going to change the font. I don't quite like that one. Again, it's going to give me some more tutorial information. Yes, I know my annotations and all the reading experience stuff is there. I want to go to font, change the font, pick something that doesn't have a serif on it, like Helvetica. And that's much better. See how responsive the changes down here are? Very quick. This is something I'd have to hit and then wait for a couple of seconds before I'd see what happens before these details are changed down at the bottom. And to go back to the library, yeah, that's a much zippier experience than I've had to deal with before. So I honestly have to say that the first impressions with this have been good. As an existing Kindle user, getting set up was very easy. I had to do a minimal amount of things in order to be up and running on this, other than just waiting for the software to update. And because I bought it directly from Amazon, it was already registered in my name and the library was already there and available. It'd be nice if I wasn't tied to the Kindle library, but here we are. And for a user experience, it's really nice. The screen is bigger. It seems clearer than my old Kindle. It is much sharper, it is much crisper in the changes, so that when I click on something, I don't have to wait for 2 seconds for it to respond and update. Whether I end up using the colour option on this very much remains to be seen. I'll hook this up to Calibra and load up some of my comic collection and see how it looks. I'll give you an update when I've done that and let you know how I get on. But because of the voucher that I had, because of the trade-in value and the trade-in discount I got for my old Kindle, and because of Black Friday, the device itself cost me about 40 quid, and it's 40 quid of my own money. Amazon haven't sponsored, like Amazon are going to sponsor me. No, this is all my own opinions. So if you are an existing Kindle user and you are in the Kindle ecosystem already, then yeah, I'm not disappointed by this. So don't worry, this channel isn't going to morph into a tech channel, because quite frankly, I can't afford technology. I spend enough money on books as it is. But I hope you found that useful and interesting, and normal book-related services will be resumed very soon. In the meantime, thanks a million for taking the time to watch this, and take care.